Okay, just a little check-in. Well, my eye, as you see, is going down. Like, it's not as swollen anymore. Still a little swollen. Still a little red, but yeah, it's getting better. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about faith today. It's on my mind a lot lately. And it's understanding like what faith is and like the importance of our faith and the desires that we have in life and the God that we actually serve, that the God that loves us. There's so many people that have a different understanding of God, and most people that want to run away from God, it's because of their misconception of who he is. And a lot of that comes from religion and the type of God that we weren't shown to truly believe in. And it's a loving God. It's a God that wants us to literally have everything we've ever dreamed of. I grew up in a environment where, I was definitely taught to fear God. And, anytime I trusted in God, just shit happened. And it was more of a God that just wanted me to suffer, because no matter how hard I tried and no matter what good I did, it still never amounted to anything. And I would still just go through all of this pain and all of this heartache and not understanding, like, God hates me. No, God's never hated me. But I've also never actually allowed him, like, true guidance and, like, complete surrender to his path. And, I've talked multiple times about freedom is found in the surrender. And, that when you think of surrender, that can be a scary thing, because you think, well, surrendering my will, that means like I don't get to choose anything. But that's not how it is. Like, no, God just has a better way. Like, yeah, we think that if we control things, that we are going to set forth and have everything that we want. But the thing is that when we do that, we disconnect ourselves from source. We no longer have a direct line to source energy, and that is love. So understanding that God is love, it is the existence of, like, that is the beginning existence of everything. Love. Lately I've been going through a lot of different things, and basically I've just had to rely on my faith. And that's the one thing that I can, that I've had my entire life, is my faith. I have this just like unwavering faith that everything will always be okay. Now, every time that I let go of God's hand and I didn't allow him to be in control, he was always there, like holding his hand out, saying, okay, here you go. Like, I'm here if you need me. But yeah, you're doing your own thing. So I'm going to sit here and just let you do what you want until desperation, of course. And that's been like this dance that I've had with God my entire life, is constantly just going back and forth of like doing it my way, and then falling and trusting, like, okay, God, I need to do what you want me to do. And I never wanted to go that route, just because, like, I was just so afraid that, like, I was gonna have to walk this like limited path and like just do all these things that like just didn't really like align with who I am, because of what other people had projected onto me of how I had to be and who I had to be in order to live this life for God. But the thing is that that's not God. That is not God at all. That is, that's a box that someone else worships. And my God does not live in a box. And if my God doesn't live in a box, that means I don't live in a box. and the limitations that I've put on myself so many times because of this, this fear of surrender. It never served me. Serving myself never served me at all. And lately I've been, going through this, this test of my faith, testing my commitment. There are these things that I want and that I desire with my whole heart, with my soul, but I can't have them right now because there's other plans. God's got other plans for me, and I have definitely fully surrendered and come to this understanding that, I may not get what I want right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to get it in the future. But what I need to do right now is just trust and have faith that my God is going to take care of me and give me all the things that I want. I just have to be patient, and I have to trust, and learning how to trust again, because everything that I've ever trusted in, it's always failed me. But God's never failed me. Even when I was failing myself, He never failed me. So, there's just this heavy acceptance of faith and trust that I am surrendering to right now. And it's hard, and I have to be even more patient than what I already am. And I am one patient motherfucker. That's something I've grown to build about myself, is my patience. Maybe not patience for myself. I have patience for other people, but patience for myself I don't. And so I'm learning how to be patient with myself and with my journey, and learn how to just trust in right now, what is in front of me, and how can I be more present with whatever is in front of me and what is being given to me. Instead of looking to the past and seeing how, this failed me and this hurt me and this and that and this and that. None of that matters. The past is behind me. Yes, I need to heal from those things. I need to understand that it's okay to feel however I want to feel for those things, but not to hold on to that. And then also not to look into the future so much that I can't even stay present right now, that I can't even look at today and see the beautiful blessings that I do have today. There's multiple things that I want, and over the last couple of weeks, I keep questioning if I want to go back to Costa Rica, or if I want to stay here, or if I want to travel, or what it is that I want to do. And the crazy thing is that, guess what? I've been offered, if I want to go back to Costa Rica, I have a place to stay. And if I want to travel, I've even been given an offer to go travel. There's these doors that are opening, and I have the option for these, but now it's time to really process and say, okay, what do I really want to do? And when I finally make that decision, that's when God's going to literally just drop everything in alignment. And knowing what I want to do is actually really hard, but it's trusting what it is that I want in the long run, and understanding that nothing can happen overnight. We have to stop, and we have to look at what we have today and be present in today if we want that big, bright, beautiful future. But we can't rush those things, and we can't push those things in our timing and in our will. Otherwise, it's only going to fail. So have faith and believe that God has your back, and He wants nothing but the best for you. And it doesn't have to look the way that it's been painted in the churches or throughout religion, because that's not the God that loves you. The God that loves you is a powerful, amazing, beautiful, loving, caring, generous, super generous. Pretty jealous too, because yeah, if you start serving yourself, well, things are going to stay chaotic. But once we drop and we surrender to all that is, and to that love that has always been here to support us, we'll start to see that support. We'll start to see everything line up exactly how it should. And, our plans aren't always the best. So just trust that if you have a dream, believe that God wants to make it happen. And if it doesn't happen, it's just because there is something so much more beautiful. But, yeah, when you know something, and when you feel something, and you see something within your heart of hearts, and you hold on to that belief, and you just have faith that God will provide, He's going to let you know. He will steer you in a different direction if it's not meant to be. But if you continue to have faith and believe in what He keeps telling you, even if it's not happening right now or tomorrow or even next month, that doesn't mean that it's not ever going to happen. Because sometimes things need to, well, like a plant, they need to germinate before they can grow. So just don't be too quick to destroy your garden before you get to even see the sprouts. Yeah. Have faith, believe, and surrender. Bye, guys.